What is up, guys? So today we'll be unboxing the Raijintek Enyo case. This is a case I've had my eye on for quite some time now. It is an EEATX case. It is an absolute massive case. It even says in the description, like pretty much anywhere you can see the case advertised, one of its big selling points is exactly how huge it is. The case supports four 480mm radiators and a 360. You can again have up to an EEATX motherboard supported. It can fit dual power supplies in the back and was really designed to be a showcase piece and designed for enthusiast water cooling. So that's what I bought it for. This is actually part one of my Project Poseidon. I'm going to be building a system with a 7960X and hopefully a 2080 Ti. Right now I have a 1080 Ti to go into it, but I hope to get a 2080 Ti by the time it's ready to be put together. But I have quite a long journey ahead of me. As you can see from the unboxing, I actually have to build this case myself. It doesn't come pre-assembled at all. It's all in individual pieces, so it's going to take quite a bit of time to put together. Not to mention mount the motherboard, the radiators, and get fittings and plumb everything. So yeah, I want to go ahead and build this case, and then once it's all constructed, we can kind of take a better look at it, because as it sits in pieces, I really don't know what I'm going to be getting as far as build quality, as far as hardware, and just a general sense of the case as a whole. I don't have any idea what that's going to be like, because it's just sitting in front of me in parts. So let's go ahead and build it so we can actually understand what this case is. Well, as you can see, we managed to get the Enyo built. It's surprisingly simple to build, actually. It really didn't take much time or much thought. It's a really simple design. But as you can see, in just sheer size comparison to me, holy shit, this thing is massive. You almost can't even call it a PC case. You almost have to call it something else entirely. It does have a ton of features that do make its ridiculous size very appealing if you are in the niche that Raijintek is targeting for this case. So for example, it is built entirely for water cooling. If you're not going to be building a custom loop for your system, don't even bother with this case. This case features 480mm radiator support as well as an additional 360. So that's 5 radiators you can fit in this comfortably. It says you can fit 65mm thick radiators. It kind of looks like you could even go bigger than that if there is such a thing, because 65 is pretty big. But right there in the middle, you can see it features 4 pass-throughs because 2 of the radiator mounts are actually on the other side of this case. Something that I really like about this is that it's not just you have the front panel showing off your motherboard and your setup, and then the back is closed off for you to jam all your wires into and half-ass your build and hide it from the world so nobody can see how little you cared about building your setup. But this whole thing is all completely open. So this case is only for the most confident builders. I'm not saying I am. I'm saying I'm crazy enough to give it a try. We'll see what it looks like when it's done. But there's nowhere for your cables to hide. If your cable management is bad, everyone will see and they will laugh at you. Both sides of this are glass. You have your power supply on the back and then your 2 radiator support. And then there's plenty of room. Another thing that I really like about this case, the back has plenty of room to mount fan hubs, LED controllers, hard drives, SSDs, anything you could think of. There's plenty of room to mount this. You're not going to be moving stuff around and trying to figure out where you can fit what and playing Tetris with your PC components. You can pretty much do anything you want with this case. So that being said, you can let your imagination run wild and you don't have to worry about the constraints of a small form factor because this is anything but. This case is a little bit expensive. It's $350, but look at it. Honestly, that's not bad considering the Corsair 1000D is $500 and the Enthoo Elite is $900, $1,000, somewhere in there. Those are insanely expensive. So I think Raijintek has done an excellent job bringing this monster in at a $350 price point. It fits anywhere from a mini ITX, please don't use a mini ITX board in this, all the way up to an EEATX. So the biggest motherboard you can think of, it'll fit anything in this, and it's not just will it fit, but it is compatible. It is compatible, you can mount it, shouldn't be any issues. So here, right here, this area is where your motherboard obviously will be mounted to. Next to that you have pass-throughs for your tubing to go to the back for the radiators. And then next to that there are slots for dual pump res mounts, or dual res, dual pump, however you want to go about your business. There are dual mounts for that incorporated in this case as well. So that's really nice. And then yeah, so you have the 480 mount up top, you have a 480 mount at the bottom, which you might even be able to fit 2, honestly. If you get some skinnies, I don't know, I haven't done the math, but you might be able to fit 6 radiators. I don't know. I only plan on putting 1 down there though because I want to use the thicker radiator, and that would definitely run into some size conflicts there. But then you have another 480 mount in the front, and then you have one across the top and the back, and then you have a 360 that goes down this way in the back as well. So yeah, just overall build quality and first impressions. The brushed aluminum finish on these 2 main sheets in the middle, you can see right here, essentially when you unbox this like you saw before, this is 2 flat sheets of metal. Both of those are beautiful. Oh my god, the finish on them is so nice. It's a really nice minimalistic look to it. It just looks refined. It looks classy without being flashy. It's, I don't know. I really like it. I feel like I definitely got my money's worth. And this is kind of the perfect blank slate for people who just want to go all out and who don't want to build a regular case. They don't want to do the same design that all the other case manufacturers are doing. This is definitely a fresh take on computer cases and absolutely something incredibly refreshing for enthusiast water cooling, because a lot of people will build their own sheets and mount it to the wall and do their water cooling that way. People build custom desks. This is nice because it's not something that's going to be integrated into furniture or on your wall. Granted, it's going to be huge, it's going to be a nightmare to move, but you can move it if you need to. So overall, I think Raijintek did an excellent job. If you have a huge budget to blow on high-end hardware and tons of water cooling stuff, absolutely grab this. It is definitely a challenge to make your build look nice in this. So I look forward to seeing what anybody who gets this case can do with it. Because seeing demos from, so far, mostly Japan, people in Japan who've had this case who've done builds in it so far, demoing it, Raijintek themselves doing builds in this, everything has looked exquisite. It has looked absolutely beautiful. I love what I see, and that's what drove me to spend the $350 to get this, because I am excited at the potential that it leaves with me. It gives me everything I need to make an amazing build. So just to clarify, this is actually officially part 1 of the Poseidon build. I have a 7960X that needs a home, and hopefully it'll find a home in this. I pre-ordered the Rampage 6 Extreme Omega, the new board that just came out from ASUS during CES 2019. So hopefully that'll be here soon and I can showcase that. But this will be an ongoing build. I anticipate it'll probably take me a month, maybe 2 months to finish. It's going to be very extensive, very labor intensive, very money intensive, but it will be something to see when it's done, I assure you. So thanks for watching. Hit like if you liked the video, downvote if you didn't, subscribe so you don't miss any more content, especially with what I'm going to be building in this thing. So look forward to seeing you at the next one.